साथ तिरंगा है, ये विजय का उद्घोष है। तू ठान ले, अब जीत को अंजाम दे।
हम सब मिलकर टोक्यो जाने वाले अपने खिलाड़ियों को सपोर्ट करेंगे। चीयर फॉर इंडिया, चीयर फॉर इंडिया, चीयर फॉर इंडिया।
वहां एथलीट्स दम लगाएंगे, आप यहां से हौसला बढ़ाओ। चीयर फॉर इंडिया।
Hello, Namaskar and a very warm welcome to our special bulletin hashtag Cheer for India. We are just few days away from the mega event and Team India is all set up, ready to get into the action. Cheering with all energy for our Tokyo-bound athletes, here we bring you latest updates on Olympics from India and across the world. So let's start with a special edition hashtag Cheer for India. In hockey, at Tokyo 2020 this time, the 16-member Indian team will be led by midfielder Manpreet Singh. The Indian players would look to learn from the experience of defenders Rupinder Pal Singh and Surinder Kumar and forward Mandeep Singh, who were also a part of the previous Indian Olympic squad in Rio de Janeiro in the year 2016. But the most interesting fact about this Indian squad is that out of the 16 players, as many as 10 players are going to feature in their maiden Olympics. More in this report.
The Tokyo Olympics, which were postponed to 2021 from 2020, are now around the corner. In our countdown to the Tokyo Olympics, we are regularly profiling some of the biggest medal contenders at the upcoming quadrennial event. One team which is expected to do well at the Games this time is the Indian men's hockey team. Hockey has traditionally been India's best sport at the Olympics, yielding as many as 11 medals from 1928 to 1980. These include as many as 8 gold medals, 1 silver and 2 bronze medals. However, it has been a long time since India won a hockey medal at the Olympics. The last time was in the 1980 Moscow Games when the men's team won the gold. Can the current men's team break the 40-year jinx this time? Indian men's hockey squad for Tokyo Olympics is like this. Goalkeeper PR Srijesh. Defenders Harmanpreet Singh, Rupinder Pal Singh, Surinder Kumar, Amit Rohidas, Virendra Lakra. Midfielders Hardik Singh, Manpreet Singh, Vivek Sagar Prasad, Nilakant Sharma, Sumit. Forwards Shamsher Singh, Dilpreet Singh, Gurjan Singh, Lalit Kumar Upadhyay, Mandeep Singh. Standbys Krishan Pathak, goalkeeper, Varun Kumar, defender, Simranjeet Singh, midfielder. But the most interesting fact about this Indian squad is that out of 16 players, as many as 10 players are going to feature in the maiden Olympics. These 10 players are Amit Rohidas, Hardik Singh, Vivek Sagar, Nilakant Sharma, Sumit, Shamsher Singh, Dilpreet Singh, Gurjan Singh, Lalit Kumar Upadhyay, Virendra Lakra. The Indian players would look to learn from the experience of defenders Rupendra Pal Singh and Surendra Kumar and forward Mandeep Singh, who are also part of the previous Indian Olympic squad in Rio de Janeiro in 2016. Sports Desk, DD India.
And I'm joined by two eminent personalities, Mr. Viren Raskinha, former captain, India Hockey, and Professor D. Sakti Kumar, Deputy Director, Bio Nano Electronic Research Center and Professor, Graduate School of Interdisciplinary Neuroscience, Toyo University, Japan. Good evening and thank you so much for joining us this evening in a special edition hashtag Cheer for India. Through and through, we all are supporting our Indian contingent at Tokyo Olympics. So starting with you, Mr. Raskinha, how strong is the Indian contingent looking this time?
Thank you for inviting me on the show. I definitely believe it's a very strong Indian contingent, and despite the tough situation that we have faced over the last 1.5 years, I would like to say that overall the Indian contingent looks very well prepared. And I sincerely hope and pray that this will be India's best ever performance at the Olympics in terms of number of medals we will win. Our best performance so far was at the London 2012 Olympics, where India won a total of 6 medals. So I definitely hope we can at least match, if not better, that performance.
Talking specifically about hockey, Mr. Raskinha, the current squad of men's hockey team exudes confidence of 1980 Moscow gold medalist squad. What similarities do you see?
Yeah, it's been a long time since the Indian men's hockey team have won a medal at the Olympics. It's been 41 years now, and that's far too long for Indian hockey. And I hope this is the year, this is the Olympics at Tokyo when they finally break the jinx. I think it's a very strong team. It's a very open field in men's hockey. I think for the first time there are no clear favorites. Traditional favorites like Australia and Germany are not as strong as they used to be. And honestly, any of the top 7 or 8 teams in the world can want to win Olympic gold medal. In fact, even at 2016 Rio Olympics, no one in the world would have predicted an Argentina versus Belgium final in men's hockey and that Argentina would win the gold medal. So I think in hockey today, anything is possible. The Indian team has prepared well. It's a very fit team. Coach Graham Reid has done a fantastic job over the last couple of years. I think in the last 4-5 year Olympic cycle, we have beaten every top team in world hockey, which has not happened before for many, many years. So hopefully that's a good omen. And I think it's all about being consistent, because at the Olympics, you got to play 7 tough matches over 11-day period. So the key challenge would be very consistent right from the first match to the final match.
And we've always seen that once dominated, hockey was dominated by Sansarpur and Bandra legends. And this time Indian hockey has seen that glorious past. Do you see the revival of that squad once again in this current squad who's going into Olympics?
I would love to think that hockey is getting a revival, but sport is brutal sometimes, and finally you're only judged by medals. And it's really high time that the Indian hockey team wins a medal at a major event like the Olympics. So I'm very, very sure that if we do win that medal, there will be an explosion of hockey all across the country, and I would love to see hockey players being household names and superstars and true role models for young kids across the country.
Right, coming to you, Professor Shakti, we've seen this time Olympics is surrounded by certain challenges, but we are also getting a very positive picture. So how well is the venue prepared to host Olympics this time, considering the pandemic, as Team India here is leaving no stone unturned?
Actually, as you know, it has to be conducted in 2020. So by that time itself, almost all arena and everything was very almost clear, and they are ready to host this event. But in between, the pandemic started, and there was little bit delays here and there. But I think almost all the places are fully prepared to host this event. There's no need to worry about those kind of things. But when we are talking about hockey, my personal experience, I was a hockey player in college level and also district level. So my interest actually to see our hockey is going to win this year as a gold medal. So for that, when in 2019, they announced lottery. So I applied for the lottery hockey finals. I never won any lottery in my life, but I won that lottery to see the finals because I wanted to see our Indian team to win in front of my eyes. But it's due to the corona and all these kind of things nowadays, they are an Olympics team. They will not be allowed to enter into the hockey ground. So, but even then, I feel our hockey will be winning and getting the gold medal.
Right. Talking about new place, new people, new venue, Mr. Raskin, how easy or tough is it to deal with foreign players and coaches, since during your stint you've yourself had a sort of experience with Coach Gerard?
Yeah, when you are an international player representing your country in international tournaments, I think one of the key, qualities of a champion player is to be able to adapt. So whether it is adapting to different conditions, it is adapting to different environments, adapting to new coaches, different styles of play, I think adaptation is very critical. And we as players cannot give excuses that the system of play changed or training methods changed. I think as an international player, part of our roles and responsibilities is to be able to constantly adapt to change, because in sport nothing stays constant, nothing stays permanent. You got to keep on learning, keep on improving, and none more so in a game like hockey, which is seeing such rapid changes over the years. So we've had foreign coaches for the last few Olympics. Gerhard Rack was the German coach, was there when I played in Athens 2004. In 2008, unfortunately, the Indian men's team did not qualify. In 12, there was Michael Knox of Australia. 16, Roland Altmans of Holland, and now 2020, Graham Reed of Australia. So there's been a huge array of foreign coaches, and I just hope and pray that finally results are delivered when it really matters under pressure.
Right, and talking about the women's squad, Mr. Raskhina, which all areas they need to brush upon before going to play against their international opponents?
Before talking about which areas they need to brush upon, I would really like to, I would say, compliment the Indian women's hockey team on the improvement they have shown in the last 4-5 years. I was at Rio in 2016 watching the matches very closely, and the Indian women's hockey team qualified for the Olympics after 36 years at that time. They last qualified in 1980, so in 2016 it was after a gap of 36 years, which I think was an achievement at that point of time, and they finished last out of the 12 teams. This time, I think there's a great chance of them coming to the quarterfinals. That means reaching the top 8, which I feel will be a fabulous achievement. And the one big change I've seen in the Indian women's hockey team, definitely from the time I was playing to 2016 and now from 2016 to now, is the strength levels of the players, strength, endurance and speed. Hockey has just become a very physical contact sport, and if you're not strong enough, you cannot match up with the best teams in the world. And this is an area where the Indian women's team has really improved. We have never been lacking in skill, but unless you really have strong, physically fit and tough players, it's hard to match Holland, Germany, Argentina and Australia. So it's good to see the Indian women's team really improved. They have some wonderfully talented players, right from Captain Rani Rampal to Navneet Kaur, Navjot Kaur, Sushila Chanu. So there's some very talented players, especially in the midfield and forward line. Deep Grace Ekans manning the defense, Savita in goal. So it's an experienced team, and let's hope they really learn the lessons from the Rio Olympics and do much better here at Tokyo.
So the picture looks very bright for both our men and women squad. And one important point here is that the medals, talking about the medals, because we are hoping more number of medals this time, the medals are made from recycled electronic resources. Professor, how was that made possible this time?
Yeah, actually, in Japan, this recycle business is very important and very prominent. So, for getting this gold, they were using the electronic components which was for recycled, and they were collected almost all gold from that. So, in that way, it's really a very good thing to show the world that we can amass the wealth, the things which we are throwing away. So that is really a wonderful thing which Japan has showed to this world.
Right. Before leaving the conversation here, my last question to Mr. Raskhina, your message to Indian sports fan.
Keep it simple, enjoy the experience, and I always believe it takes courage to succeed. So I just want to see all the Indian players going out there, giving their best and giving it everything they have. The entire nation is cheering for you.
And Professor, your last words for the fans.
Yeah, actually we are sure that we'll be getting some proud moments from our team, and Chakade India and Chanakde.
Thank you so much. It's been a pleasure for us to have both of you on our special program, #Cheer4India. Thank you so much for joining us. And moving on, power lifters Jaydeep Kumar and Sakina Khatun on Wednesday qualified for the upcoming Tokyo Paralympics after the sports world governing body handed bipartite quotas to the country. World Para Powerlifting conferred a bipartite quota each to Jaydeep Kumar in men's 65 kg and Sakina Khatun in women's 50 kg. Khatun had won a bronze at the 2014 Commonwealth Games and a silver in the 2018 Asian Para Games. The bipartite slots come as a relief to India after the country's para powerlifting team couldn't participate at last month's Dubai 2021 World Cup owing to travel restrictions to the United Arab Emirates. And now let's take a look at how the world is cheering for India. Kurobe women's volleyball team called Aqua Fairies have shared their best wishes for Team Archery, who will be representing India at Tokyo 2020. The city of Kurobe will host the event of archery at the Tokyo Olympics. This short video will make your day. Take a listen.
We are Kurobe Aqua Fairies. Kurobe Aqua Fairies is the team name for women's volleyball, and we are based in Kurobe City. Our team is one of the strongest volleyball squads in Japan. We support archery Olympic athletes from India, and here are message for Aqua Fairies. Here we go! Jai Hind! Yay!
Fight Indo!
Fight Indo! Hombre!
Gambare! Indo! Yay! Namaste! Jai Indo!
Well, this was the message from Japan for our archery team. And in badminton, world champion PV Sindhu will open her campaign in the Tokyo Olympics against Ksenia Polikarpova of Israel on 25th of July. Sindhu, who lost to Spain's Carolina Marin in the 2016 Olympics final, has been clubbed in an easy Group J, also comprising Hong Kong's Cheong Nang Yi is ranked 34th in the world, while Polikarpova is 58th. World number 7 Sindhu is seeded 6th in the tournament. The Tokyo Game organizers on Wednesday issued the schedule of the first 2 days of the competition. And in men's single, B. Sai Praneeth will face Misha Zilberman of Israel in his opening Group D match on the first day of competitions on the 24th of July. The Indian is seeded 6th. While in the singles, the top players from every group will advance to the knockout round. The world number 10 men's doubles pairing of Satvik Sairaj Ranki Reddy and Chirag Shetty will take on Chinese Taipei duo of Li Yang and Shi Lin in their opening Group A match. The Indian men's team won an Olympic medal in hockey way back in the 1980 Moscow Games, and it's been over 40 years. While there have been times when it seemed the jinx would be broken, the barren run has continued. Can the tone tide this time around? Indian hockey captain Manpreet Singh and coach Graham are confident of a better show, and as was our case, and believe that they have the capability to finish on the podium at the Tokyo Olympics this time. My colleague Abhishek Mahajan spoke with Manpreet and Graham in a special broadcast virtual encounters. Manpreet says they will give their heart out to bring glory at the upcoming Tokyo Olympics.
First of all, congratulations. You will be the flag bearer for India in the Tokyo Olympics, in the opening ceremony, I should say. Proud moment, and how's the feeling?
Actually, I'm so excited because when I get to know that I got selected for that, but I was speechless actually. But and then it's a huge moment for me, and especially for the hockey as well, because I'm the 6th person that is going to do that. And from my village also, I'm the 2nd person before that was my idol, childhood idol, Pragat Singh. So he was the first in 1996, and after that it's me now.
Yeah, proud moment for you and for the country?
Yeah, that's true. It's really a proud moment. When I got to know, actually I told you, I was so excited, I was speechless actually. When I got to know and my colleague told me about that, and I said, oh man, it's a huge moment.
And who gave you the news first?
From the Hockey India.
Okay, you got to know from Hockey India. Okay,
yeah.
But Manpreet, talking about Olympics, it's not that far. Countdown is underway. And how big is this Olympics for you? This will be your third Olympics, if I'm not wrong. And how about your chances? I mean, people are saying, experts are saying that best chance for India to finish at least in top 4. How is the preparation going on?
The preparation is going on so far is really good right now. Actually, we worked on really hard on our fitness level, which is going to be a really key part in Tokyo, because everyone knows that Tokyo will be hot in this time and will be in Munich as well. So we are working very hard, and that's why we are training in the afternoon also, that we can use the weather here. So whenever we are playing match over there, so at least it won't be so difficult for us to adjust the weather over there. And the chances, yes, we are confident that we can do better this time. And yeah, but the thing is, we having a one thing like a zoom out, zoom in. Zoom out is that we want to finish in a podium. Okay, zoom in, what is the progress that if we want to finish in the podium, so what we need to work on it. That thing, first we have to give our best every single match. And we should not underestimate any team over there, because the teams are coming there, it's not going to be easy on us. They will come with their full strength, and they also want to win the matches. So we need to go with the full strategy, and we need to, to see the plan, which they are strong players, what their weakness and all. We should work on this, and whenever we are going to any team, we should give our best.
So, I mean, I'm being very positive. So we are winning the medal after 1980. After 41 years in the Olympics, we want to know from the captain of the Indian hockey team.
Yeah, we also want to wait that, long way that we have to win no matter we want to win this time. So for that, we need to work really hard, and we will do our best finishing the podium. So that's our aim, and we will do our best there.
And that was the glimpses of our special show, Virtual Encounters, where India's hockey captain Manpreet Singh will be interacting exclusively with DD India. Ahead of the Tokyo Olympics 2020, the country is cheering for India and sending best wishes to Olympic-bound athletes. To boost the morale of Indian athletes, various selfie points are installed at different locations across the country. Such a selfie point was installed at Eastern Railway headquarters at Fairlie Place, Kolkata, as a part of nationwide publicity campaign about Tokyo Olympics. Anyone can walk in and take their selfie at these points and upload it on social media platforms with their messages for the Indian contingent. The hashtag #CheerForIndia selfie stand has been conceptualized by Sports Authority of India and the Indian Olympic Association. And that's all for today, but we will be back tomorrow again with latest updates touching new disciplines and bringing you a lot more. Meanwhile, please stay safe and keep cheering for Team India. You can also share your messages for Team India on our social media platforms of DD India and use hashtag #CheerForIndia. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye. Take care.
तेरे साथ तिरंगा है, ये विजय का उद्घोष है। उठान ले, अब जीत को अंजाम दे।
हम सब मिलकर टोक्यो जाने वाले अपने खिलाड़ियों को सपोर्ट करेंगे। चीयर फॉर इंडिया, चीयर फॉर इंडिया, चीयर फॉर इंडिया।
वहां एथलीट्स दम लगाएंगे, आप यहां से हौसला बढ़ाओ। चीयर फॉर इंडिया।